Hear he, hear he. I come with great announcements. First announcement. 31st, be here. Split your wig. Bring $20. Practice tree shootout. Second annual. We're paying out a lot of money. We got over $5,000 in sponsored purses. Thank you to all of our sponsors. We have so many. I'll put them up on the screen now. And I'll ask you guys, pause the screen so you can read the sponsors and just be like, you know what? Every single one of those companies are just full of badass dudes and gals. So thank you for that. That's on January 31st. It's going to be a Friday. Get here, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 o'clock maybe, and bring your $20, $20 entry, 100% payback, practice tree shootout, winner takes all. Also, the next day, Saturday, we have our JDR training. Let's talk to some guys that have been storm working for a while. Tyler, do you like doing storm work? Yeah. Do you recommend doing it? Yeah. Do you make lots of money? Why'd you hesitate, brother? Not really good for sales.
No, it's actually really good money.
That was sad. Mason, you've been doing storm work for a while. Enough to actually relocate yourself. What do you say?
4 years now.
4 years. Straight storm work. What do you have to say to the people?
It's fantastic.
How's the pay?
Amazing.
How's the work?
Easy.
I do want to say this. Mason probably holds the record for making the most money from the hotel room. Mason often goes out as a clearing crew, and he sits on standby. How many days did you get paid on the hurricane where you just sat at the house and got paid for a 12-hour day?
26.
26 days.
Didn't do anything.
That's a lot of money.
John finally got so annoyed with it, he just made me come sit with him.
Yeah, some of us have to work. So our training day is on the February 1st, 9 a.m. You got to have a 3/4 ton truck. Come by, check us out. If you guys can't make it here, you can send me an email and we'll get you signed up and trained remote and get you all the information that way. So that's a really big announcement. Also, TISS Fab has 20% off their entire website. If you use code LSNasty20, you get another 20% off. So 40% off the website. TISS Fab, they're badass. People are badass. Everyone's badass. Another announcement, and then we'll get into this video. Go follow TCAM Performance on YouTube and go follow the Facebook page. Their Galaxy with the Coyote just made 3,800 horsepower to the rear tires. 3,800. And I'm going to gap them. Just know that. 3,800. And he's getting gapped. They're badass. We do a bunch of work with TCAM. Kevin Mullins is my hero. And go follow them. So, all right, let's get into today's video. Speaking of gapping a Galaxy, here we are working on good old Beetlejuice. Let's go look at my man. Yeah, hell yeah. All right, so Mountain Turbos. These are 76 millimeter turbos because that's what you have to run in all these classes around here. 76s. These are not GT55 turbos. These are S400 based turbos. It has a GT55 front cover on it, so it just looks like a GT55, but it identifies as S400. Some people call it an S450, but it's not GT55. It's not. Look at that back. The rear housing is not GT55. S450, S400, whatever you want to call it. Turbo placement, I think we got her dialed. Well,
I don't think it gets much better.
It's looking pretty good. Now, we're going to say this now, and then when we go to build the exhaust out of titanium from TISS Fab, shout out to them. Go check them out. 20% off. Whole store, another 20%. Use code LSNasty20. That's the merch plug if I ever heard one. When you, we're going to put this on here, and it's going to be the best turbo mounted ever, right? When we go to build the exhaust, we're going to be cussing it.
We're going to be upset.
We're going to be cussing it.
But it's going to be worth it.
All right, here, hold the camera. I have another big announcement. Sorry, hold the camera this way. Sorry, I got you. Yes, I got you.
What are you doing, dude?
All right, so listen, huge announcement. There was some uproar, there was some backlash when we were gonna have a badass car like the OG. At one time, the world's most badass, world's fastest radial car. Look at this thing, carbon fiber everywhere. And I was gonna put some China shit on there.
I was upset.
I think everyone was upset. But more importantly, my header builder was upset. James from Hippie Fabrication called me and he's like, no. He said no. And I said, what? He said no.
No. 19 million, 1 year.
My shop truck has a set of fabricated headers from Hippie Fabrication.
Badass ones.
Badass fabricated headers. Beautiful. And we were gonna put these on this. He said no.
Okay? You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
So we're gonna mount the turbos, probably build the exhaust. When we get the intake, build the cold side, and we're gonna bring it to James, and James is going to build the headers. So this will have a set of custom Hippie Fabrication headers. And I'm kind of glad because my ideas sound pretty stupid, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't say it.
It wasn't.
I was thinking it, but I didn't say it. No.
No, we're not using those.
China.
All right. So what we got going on here is we got our S400/S450 forced induction 76 millimeter turbo, and packaging is always the struggle on these builds. When you set the motor in there, I get it with Hank. You put the motor in there, you go like this. Oh man, we got a ton of room. We put the motor here. Oh, we got a ton of room. You put one turbo, maybe two turbos in there, no room. A lot of room up here for activities. This is null and void. We're not using this. So what we figured, I wanted to do low at a super hard angle, tipped back. So like the turbo would essentially be sitting like this. But then you run into issues with the tire. Mason recommended high. I don't like listening to Mason ever, but I did. And I was like, let's mock it up. And when we put it up here, I said, I kind of like it. I know what you're thinking. Right now, it's like really, really close to that, but that's not where it'll be. It'll end up being like, like that. So I think it'll be good. You're going to have good spark plug access. You're going to be able to have some good real estate, put your EGTs. This is going to be a hydraulic roller setup. So normally, you know, when you're building the car, you're like, oh, how is you're running the valves, popping the valve covers off. You will have good valve cover access on this, but we're never going to check the valves. You just don't check them. So that's just like a bonus for free, essentially. So what we're doing is we're going to weld. We're gonna weld on this. Chris has me taping everything up right now. Like he's like, don't mess up the powder coat because the chassis is powder coated. Me personally, I don't like a powder coated chassis because of this. I'm a big rattle can guy, but we have to weld on it, so there's nothing but scraping that shit off. I mean, this stuff is it's wrapped. It's got PPF on it.
Yeah.
So we have to remove the PPF and remove the paint.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's just so crazy.
Yeah.
But come notice
it looks
this.
beautiful.
Come notice this, right?
Right.
Look at this clamp. This clamp was right here. Already damaged it. Already damaged it.
Well, that's what we're gonna grind.
So that's what we're grinding, baby. So it's all right. But yeah, the plan is Mason recommended putting the turbo up here. I think it looks really good. We're gonna go super snug. If we have to roll this down or on the other side, we will. Which that might not be a bad idea to snake it through here and put it on the other side.
Yeah, you can put it on the. It'll be in the fender then.
Yeah. And
I'm gonna be honest. The whole reason that I asked if we could change it, I'm just tired of getting flamed for our Slick Rick twin turbo kit.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with Slick Rick's twin turbo kit.
It works.
There's nothing wrong with it.
It works great.
There's nothing wrong with it.
It's a little ugly.
No. Would you call your child ugly? Do you think your dad called you ugly?
Oh, you know my dad. My dad definitely called me ugly and everything else.
So, yeah, no, I think this is a good spot for it, especially with James building the headers. It's going to be nice. And we got a BTR
Equalizer.
Trinity.
We got they're the same thing.
No, they're not.
Except one is bottom feed and one is top feed.
Yeah.
I don't know what's what.
This is the same intake that's on that.
Whatever's on Hank, y'all know.
We got the same intake as Hank with dash 12 rails. We got it unfinished, like it's just raw. So that way we can either powder coat it or send it to Joe at Dieter's Custom Finishing.
He's gonna be really upset if we do that because they're cast, but it'd be so badass.
Dude,
it'd be so badass.
He'd damn polish a turd if we sent it to him, and it'd be a shiny turd.
It'd be the shiniest turd you've ever seen.
It literally would be the shine. That thing would blind you. It'd be like your future, just a shining turd. Anyways.
What do you mean by that?
And I do want to just throw this out there. I hear there's other people on the internet. They're like, oh, we're gonna go after all the LS records. Like that's cute. This shit's been in my blood. This shit's been, you know, we are formally known as LS Nasty. Just saying, like.
We grew a little bit, but
often imitated, never duplicated. You don't see us out here wearing no sweatpants looking like a trucker without no blue parrot. No.
Are you thinking of someone specific?
No.
It sounds like you're describing someone.
No. Say anything else, Rick? Say anything else? We're just going to go out here and we're going to build us some cars. I got that car with a stock block in it. This one with a hydraulic roller, and I'm working on another motor that I think would get the overall record. So my goal is, you know,
do it all.
To do it all. Have a stock block record, have a hydraulic roller record, and have the overall LS record. The overall LS record is steep, but you know,
it's fast.
A challenge, right? When we started off with the Black Sheep, we started off Put the motor in there. We set the hydraulic roller horsepower record on the dyno, and we said we're going to go out and get the ET record. At the time, the ET record was a pro mod on big tires with, you know, a badass motor and 110 or 114 or 118 millimeter turbo. And we went out there, class legal, overweight, not a pro mod, 275, LDR trim, and we went out there and we dominated the record. It took us 2 years to get there, right? But we learned every step of the way, and we got faster every step of the way, and our program got better every step of the way, and that's part of the journey. You don't just want to go out there and buy a car, right? Buy a motor, slap it together, have someone else do all the work, go out there and get the record first rip. There's no journey. That's like going to McDonald's and getting a burger, or you go and you kill a cow and then you get the cow butchered. And you go and buy a calf, and you raise that calf to be a nice fat Angus cow, right? You good with that?
Sure.
Right? Or sorry, not even that. You buy a heifer who births a calf.
Oh man, we're getting
right?
deep.
You buy
deep.
a heifer that births a calf. Shut up, train. And then you raise that calf. You feed that calf until it's a nice beefy Angus. Even though it was a Holstein, now it turned into an Angus, right? We're throwing names out here.
I don't know if that works.
We're throwing names out here. And then you raise that sucker up, and you go out and you shoot it in the head, and you take it to get butchered. And then you get that whole cow all butchered up, and you get you some ground beef. You make some ground beef, right? With your hands, you make it. You just beat the shit out of it till it's ground beef, because that's how it works. And then you cook you a burger, right? So you're comparing a McDonald's $4 cheeseburger to something that took you years to get. It could be a shitty cheeseburger. You could cook that. You could burn that. It's still going to taste better than McDonald's.
Long story short, life's a garden. Dig it. Gloving up?
People are gloving up. All right, we put in some work right there. We got this is so hot.
Very.
And the powder coat, look, it kind of healed up. It needs to be
It'll be alright.
yeah. But we got it welded on there. Weld's actually pretty good. I'm not really good at welding chromoly. I don't do it a lot, but it looks pretty good. When you paint that, you won't even know. Right now the turbo is sitting on the mount. We mocked up, just grabbed some scrap that we had from TISS Fab. Titanium 5-inch exhaust. They're also doing a sale on their website. The whole website is 20% off. An additional 20% if you use code LSNasty20 at checkout, so you guys can get 40% off. Check them out. Link in the description below. But yeah, we mocked it up, and I think we could just like 90-99, like 4 or 5 fabricated 90s in like one pie cut kit might get us exactly where we need to be.
I think so.
But the placement's good. Let's look at it from the front. It looks like a big turbo.
It does. Well, it's on that little puny motor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2 of those, dude?
I like the location. I like the angle. I'm good with it. I think I don't really want to cut the holes in the hood though.
Nah, no.
I think we need to still work some ducting to here.
Yeah.
The hole in the front.
We could use some like HVAC pipe.
Dude, now we're talking. Now we're some dryer vent.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh. You want to freshen up the tungsten?
Yeah, we need it. This thing is wandering. Did you see it flickering?
Yeah.
The light flickering?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to have a ball on the end of your
Yeah, we're not welding aluminum.
tungsten.
That. You a welder today? Weld inspection?
Not my prettiest, not my worst.
I don't know how to make camera focus. I'm not much of a cameraman.
It was all blurry.
I just wing it and do my best. That's a little something I like to call good enough.
I welded top and bottom. Get us a little bit of gray spray paint. You won't even know.
You
won't even know we did it. I don't think someone else paid
Damn.
$10,000 to do that.
This chassis's JDR gray.
It is JDR gray. It's meant to be. Here, let me give you that.
See it? Yeah.
No, they should keep moving around.
Gotta be about right there.
Ooh. Nope, I can assure you it's not it. Paint it straight up again.
Show them why you got one arm. What kind of incident was it?
There we go. PRI excuse or the actual reason?
Either one.
PRI excuse was a horrible masturbation accident.
Horrible. Oh my god, it's Turbo City. What do you have to say?
Looks good.
I gotta give Mason credit. Mason said to put the turbos up. I was gonna put them down. I kind of like them up like that. Not gonna get too close to those welds. I cooked one. All right, there y'all have it. Look at that. Turbos are in there. They're not mirror image turbos, so they're not gonna look the same side to side. The fat part is on this side right here, and the fat part's on the inside over there, but everything's good. We should have enough room for exhaust. James is gonna build the headers where probably the collector's gonna be like somewhere in the center and then loop up. So the collector will probably be like somewhere like in here, I would assume, and then have like a U, put the wastegate right here, dump the wastegate right to the ground, exhaust, a little 90, 90, 90, 90, have some bullhorns on it. Should be pretty slick, dude. Should be pretty slick. But yeah, those are some healthy sized turbos, and they fit pretty good. So shout out to us for getting it done. This wasn't on the menu for today.
I just got back from a storm.
Yeah.
I worked 12 hours today.
Worked 12 hours. We got that 12 out of you. You're still on the clock, technically speaking. Still on the clock. But yeah, no, it looks good. I'm happy with it. So we've got some materials rolling in for James to build the headers. Intake be here hopefully this week. Maybe it'll even get here this week. We can start mocking some stuff up. Hey, do you think it matters? Do you think it matters if you bolt an LS3 intake onto LS1 heads? Do you think there's a difference in like the angle and everything? There is?
I think so.
You think there is?
Yep.
So I should get a set of LS3 heads for mock-up.
Just put the right motor in it.
Well, I'm just saying for when I do the rest of it, yeah.
We'll just put the motor in it.
Well, I'm waiting on head gas. Oh my god, I got 070 thick head gaskets. It's got 050 in it right now, so we should put the right motor in it.
Well, your deck is way different between the two, between a stock head and.
Yeah, but the exhaust port location should be the same.
Should.
It should. Just the deck is thicker.
I don't know. Does Cathedral and LS3 have the same
Yeah,
exhaust port location?
everything's the same. That's what I'm wondering. I think you could bolt just an LS3 intake onto that, but I think to be safe, I'll probably.
I think the intake.
You think the angle of the intake's
I don't
different?
know.
No, I think it's all the same.
I would just put it the right stuff in it and then build it, so we don't have to do it twice.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. All right, well there you have it. We got some turbos done, and I hope you guys like them. Comment down below, and we'll see you tomorrow. Go subscribe. Don't be a loser.